Good morning. We're back on the bathroom today. The plumbers finally came and knocked out all the supply lines. They're not tied into water yet, but that's fine with me. I don't need it to be tied into the water to start closing up those walls. By the end of today, I'd like to have the drywall done on all the walls. Not tape and bedded, I just want the drywall on the walls. We may end up getting to the taping and bedding today.
No.
Stick around, we're gonna have some fun today. All right, here we are. They got this three-way valve plumbed in. Very nice like. They did a really good job. They even put our nail plates in here so I don't actually accidentally screw into PEX. They also finished up our drain lines here for our double vanity. And they got our hot and cold for each side. Anyway, they did a super good job. I'm gonna go ahead and drywall here, this side of this pony wall, this side of this pony wall, and then right here. Really, it won't take that long. The biggest thing is gonna be cutting around the plumbing outlets. Let's just get to work and see how far we can get. Just gonna get the measurement of my toilet water stub out. 11 1/4. 7 1/4. 38 1/4. 11 1/4. 7 1/4. Okay, let's go cut that out. When you're cutting drywall, you always want to make sure you've got a really sharp blade to work with, tape measure, and a drywall square. The sharp blade is just going to help cut the drywall a lot easier. It's going to keep the paper from tearing out. Just in general, going to make your life a whole lot easier. So I just measured 38 1/4 inches across. You're just cutting that paper on the top. You're not cutting all the way through the drywall. Once you've got that paper cut, you can stand up your piece and it'll bend right there where you scored the paper. Now go to the other side and do the same thing. Score that paper all the way up. That's it. All right, so that stub out came out pretty good, I think.
Nice.
Just a tick low on that. If it was any lower, it probably wouldn't have fit. All right, let's get that screwed up. I'm using a drywall bit. It's just a Phillips head bit with a collar around it. That's a stop gauge, pretty much. It'll keep you from driving the screws too far into the drywall and puncturing the paper. Okay, ran into a slight problem hanging this drywall. I can't put this top sheet above where the vanity goes yet because the plumbers ran this vent right smack dab where I'm gonna put a junction box for a vanity light. So I'm gonna leave this piece off of here for now. They're gonna come back at some point and 45 it over to that stud, run up and 45 it back to that hole. That's all right, I got this bottom piece cut. All these holes came out nicely. I did have to cut out around the drain a little bit. My hole saw was just a tick too small. And then I used my buzz saw, or oscillating tool, to cut around the junction boxes for the outlets. Really the proper way to do that would be to use a rotozip, almost like a router. You stick in the wall and zzz, all the way around that hole. I don't have one of those. Buzzsaw does good. You just got to be careful not to overcut your hole. I'm gonna go ahead and drywall this and the other side of this wall. Alright, we're getting the last piece of drywall up here where I had issues with that vent. We went ahead and just 45'd the vent over to that stud and ran it up and then back out the original hole. Got a junction box I'm going to be putting right there. We just had to adjust that a little bit, got it adjusted, finishing up our drywall. And I got me a helper, Cody. So it's going to be nice having him on the job helping me out. Finishing that up, we got one more piece of drywall to go. All right, we're getting ready to tape and bed over here. We got Cody putting in the corner bead. So we got that going. He just finished that up. I just got done mixing up some mud. A lot of this mud, especially if you get it that says all purpose. I got the +3 because that's all they had, but the green stuff, the all purpose, it says ready to use pre-mixed. You still want to dilute that a little bit with water to get it more of a creamy consistency. It's going to be a lot easier to work with, and it's not going to bubble up as much when you're putting it on the wall. So we got that mixed up, got our corner beads on, and we're going to start taping and bedding. All right, taping and bedding's done for now. Got the ceiling done. And the walls, all we lack is doing the verticals and then 2 more coats on the horizontal stuff. I guess now we're gonna finish putting cement board on this wall and up on that ceiling. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe and like the video. We'll see you in the next one.